Ballistic missiles and drones, 99% detonated. Why is the world even obsessed with this war? It's all predicted. It's crazy, pun very much intended. If I told you that 3,000 terrorists marched into a country smaller than New Jersey with 8 hours of free hand and unlimited access to automatic weapons, just picture the scenario. Automatic weapons, spraying bullets in all directions. How many people would you have expected them to kill that day? 150,000? 100,000? 75? Not 1,200. Now, I would never use the word miracle to describe that dark day. It's inappropriate. But how on earth, logically, can we explain that number? And the answer is because they committed those atrocities. But had they not, Israel would be wiped off the map. Put that aside. Who's been in Israel over the last year? Raise your hand. Okay. Tell me something. How is it that thousands, tens of thousands of rockets, lethal, deadly rockets, landed in Israel in empty spaces? Where the heck are these empty spaces? Like, where are they? I go like this and I hit my next door neighbor. Where are these empty spaces? Every day we hear, oh yeah, these rockets landed in empty spaces. Where are these empty? It's crazy. The Iron Dome. We all talk about the Iron Dome like that's a normal thing. Let me tell you something. I interviewed Dr. Danny Gold, the inventor of the Iron Dome, and I asked him, tell me how you invented this thing. And he told me the story. He got the smartest minds in Israel into a room, and he said, we need to deal with this rockets raining down on Israel. And they all came up with ideas, and everyone had ideas on how to solve this problem, and he shot them all down. Pun very much intended. Sorry, I had to, right? And he's like, I know what I want to do. I want to detonate the rockets midair. And there was silence in the room. They're like, you want to, what? He says, I want to detonate the rockets midair. They're like, you understand that a rocket's in the air for like seconds, flying at insane speeds. That's not a thing. Sorry, Dr. Gold, but that's not possible. He said, I'm going to do it. He said, okay, good luck. So he went to the Israeli army. He said, I want to build a system that detonates rockets midair. They're like, that's impossible. He said, I'm going to do it. And he went to the Israeli government. Impossible. So he went to the State Department, U.S. government. They told him it's impossible. He went to the U.S. Army. Impossible. And now we have a system that detonates rockets at 96% precision. Like, if that's not a miracle, we hear about this Iran attack. 300 ballistic missiles and drones, 99% detonated. If that's not the splitting of the sea in 2024, then what is? These are miracles happening before our eyes, but we don't see it. And I understand why we don't see it, because we're in it. But we need to open our eyes. We need to look at this war. It's hard, but we need to look at this war through a historical lens, because if we look at this war through a human lens, through a logical lens, we will lose our minds, because none of it makes sense. Why is the world even obsessed with this war? Do you guys know how, it's such a crazy thing. Like, if you take Hamas's ridiculously fabricated numbers, let's take their numbers and let's triple it. Do you know how many people die in Syria every single hour? Like, why is the world obsessed with this war? But that's just one question among hundreds of questions. And the answer is there is no logic. There is no logic. We know the script. It's all predicted.